What's the definition of Love Deluxe?
The definition of the title. Sade is one of the few luxury things you can't buy. You can buy any kind of love, but you can't get Love Deluxe.
Concerning the new album for Love Deluxe, uh, who's the producer?
We produced it. We've always worked with the same engineer from Diamond Life days. His name's Mike Peeler. He's there always with us while we work. But basically we produced the album ourselves again.
Why? Why did you guys feel like you wanted to produce?
We decided that we wanted to work without a producer and just stay with the engineer that we used on the previous albums. Because we developed that much, I think, that it was very much a performance. The production was much more of a performance thing, was like Robin getting the best performance out of us. It wasn't like this more classic situation where the producer arranges and writes. He was there to sort of like bring the best out in us. And I think through playing live, through playing in front of a bigger audience and through, the fact that we'd recorded already, we sort of understood ourselves, better. We understood how to, when to say, yeah, that was good or that wasn't good enough. And it's simple then, there's no problem with egos, there's no problem with making a decision. The decision is then the band's decision and nobody else's. And it was just the right moment.
Was there any difference on agreeing with the producing part of that record?
Not really. I think we quite easily come to the same end. I think we're just lucky in that sense that if there's a fight, it's usually resolved. It doesn't end up in somebody getting on a plane and leaving the country.
Listening to Love Deluxe, personally I seem to notice a little bit more stark sound, maybe some experimentation with strings, cello.
Mm-hmm.
Is there maybe a slight departure musically on this record?
I think we approached Love Deluxe sort of quite blindly in a way, like we did when we made Diamond Life. There's a certain amount of, sort of innocence. We were quite adventurous, I think we needed a break, in order to want to make another album. I think the break, actually, being away was good for us all, because it gives you a chance to realise why you're doing what you do and actually want to do what you do, not just do it because you're already there and you're on the roll. It is quite raw and stark in the same way that Diamond Life was, although it's very, very different. And we've come a long way since then and changed a lot.
How about the use of strings or cello? I hear some string noise, especially in No Ordinary Love and in Pearls.
I'm obsessed by cello, but it's my favourite instrument. In fact, Stuart bought me a cello. We had a big fight recently, and he came to the session with this peace offering, this brilliant peace offering. So ever since, I've been trying to antagonise him to see what I get next, but it hasn't worked. He hasn't risen to the bait. But anyway, I've got my own cello, and I sit in the middle of my house in this empty room, and I play. I can't play. It's terrible, the sounds that I make. It's like sort of wails, fawning wails. I love cello. It's so deep. It's so heavy. And it was very right for the song Pearls, because it's so melancholic and so sad.
No Ordinary Love, were there strings involved with that?
Yeah, but not real strings, synth strings on No Ordinary Love.
As you well know, it's been said that the songs of Sade are of friendship, love, lost love. Where do these lyrics come from? Where do these stories come from?
The songs come from inside me, and inside my life. I sort of dig around and I find the stories hidden there somewhere. Sometimes things just come almost magically into my mind. Sometimes I see something that, and I'm compelled, to write about it. Other times they're just pure fantasy.
On Pearls, very, straight to the heart story there. Could you talk about that?
Pearls came about because I saw a news bulletin of a mother collecting grains of rice at the roadside, you know, scrabbing around in the dirt and just picking rice that'd fallen off a relief truck going through to the north in Somalia. And what really struck me when I saw the bulletin was really that could have been me, you know, but it just happens by chance that I was born in Nigeria, I wasn't born in Somalia, and really that song was about the chances, you know, and about fate, and the fact that we're like one huge race, and any of us could be born anywhere, could be any colour, and we're just circumstances of our birth, really. We're victims of our circumstance.
And